Okay, we're going to try this again. If I can get my phone to cooperate. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, P-Chick7. Yeah, I'm back. After chasing a cat around the house in circles and moving all of my furniture. Yay me. Hey, Bridget. I'm out of breath and exhausted. And kind of irritated. See, it keeps messing up. Like nothing's holding. The pig doesn't work. The E6000 glue will probably work, but then I won't be able to pick it up and use it because I need it to keep it focused. Oh, my luck, my luck, my luck. That's just how things work. Let me see if I have something else that I can use. I am right with you, Elizabeth. I am worn out. I've been up since about 3 this morning. We're going to try to use this. Okay, now we're going to try to make some jewelry. So, before the cat got in, we glued down these pieces and they're almost fully set. Like, you still need to let it fully cure, but they're almost like hard to where you can't move them. And then we were taking the smaller pieces and deciding where we wanted to attach those to get the colors and looks we were going for. So I think I'm going to set that one right there. Elizabeth, I actually have 4 more of them. I will be painting on a bunch, but if you want some to paint on yourself, I can pick some up for you if they still have them. Hopefully they still have them. I just got lucky and found them the other day. They were pretty cheap too. I think I got the 5-pack for like $2. So definitely a deal. Okay, I think I like that. So that's where we're going to put those 3. Right, open this again. Yeah, most of the cats that we have here that I have rescued, most of them can be handled. Alexa is not one of them. She wouldn't come to you if you had the only food available to her ever. She's weird. I actually just finished an owl piece with some of the canvas the other day. It's yellow, pink with blues and blacks. It's actually really pretty. The camera does not show it. Nowhere near as nice as it is. And we're going to be making some owls tonight too, as well. Those have been a big hit, especially down here with the Native American community. The owls have been a huge hit. I'm doing this on a clipboard because if any of the glue runs off, it's not going to be an issue. So I want to make sure that I'm not over the edge there. Hey, Dina, I'm back. Life happens. I guess that's something anybody who watches any of my videos gets to see. It's just life. Do the best we can. I'm as real as it comes. There's a piece of plastic under the door and it keeps blowing. It's irritating the crap out of me. Half black foot. Oh, that's cool. Bill's Lumbee. A lot of people hold that against him, but they don't think it's a real tribe. But his grandmother is 100% Cherokee. So I do think I want to use that, but I think it's because the tip that's coming out. So we're going to glue a few of these on, and then I'm going to set these to the side and let them dry for a few days, and we're going to pull the ones out that I've already done this to, so that you guys can see each step. I've started several the other day so that I would be able to show step by step. I've had several people ask me how I do my jewelry, since I made it known that I don't have the hole punch. So let me put these other pieces back, and I will show you real quick what I keep my stuff in. I have these containers with handles, and they have, it all doesn't fit in the view, but there's about 30 different holes in this container, and I keep all of my different pieces separate, and I actually have 3 of those with all different jewelry pieces sorted out among them. So we are going to set this piece aside, and we're going to pull out some that I glued down the other day. I have 2 other canvases that Amberly did that we're going to pull pieces from, because she did really good on these and they were really beautiful. I just couldn't use them to sell as canvases because this one had some spots where it stuck to another canvas. That one has some fingerprints on it. And of course, with most canvas panels, they messed up. So because I can still use a lot more of this, I'm just going to cut out around these. Well, can't really do anything with that space. So we're going to cut out here. Because there's still a lot of usable space. Even for some small earring pieces, this corner, most people would just throw it away, but you can actually use that for some really cute earrings. And I'm one that I just don't waste anything. Hopefully by now, if you're used to my channel, you'll know. So I have all of this left off of this canvas panel that I can use. And I just have a little bin that I put all of my extra canvas pieces in. Just going to kind of separate these into singles real quick. I'll show you how I cut them and make sure that I get close enough to where you can't see anything through it when you add it to the piece. And then we'll move on to some that I've already cut out and make some jewelry. I also have a few to show you what to do if you get the glue all over the outside. This one has the glue all over the top and fingerprints and the outside. And then I have some that I did and I didn't put any backing under them, and I just set them on the clipboard without the wax paper or parchment paper, and they got stuck to the clipboard, so when you peel them up it leaves holes and messes. So you can definitely learn from my mistake on that. Make sure you put some kind of parchment paper underneath it. Okay, Elizabeth, I completely understand. I've got to be up at 3, but I want to get this done because I'm not going to have any other time this week that I know that I'm going to be able to go live. So I will see you. Well, I won't see you, but definitely check out the replay and let me know what you think. And I'll keep in touch with you on the owls. I'll probably check and see if they have any more. Definitely hard to cut with my finger messed up. So I just go as close to it as I can get the first go round, holding them kind of level. And then I go back around and I angle them under. That way when you look at it from above, there's nothing sticking out anywhere. And then if there's some glue on the edge, I just use the scissors to lightly peel it down. Or I use my fingernail, which I normally use this one, but it's kind of not usable right now. So he is watching The Voice without me. First he lets a cat in. Now he's watching The Voice. I'm irritated. I'm highly irritated, you guys. Okay, I got one more little spot here. And then it's clean all the way around and you can't see any of the canvas on the edges. And it's ready for its piece. So I'm not going to bore you guys with cutting all of these out. I'm just going to move them to the side. I'll cut these off camera. I swear. I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. Calm yourself, Brittany. Okay, I'm going to clean my station a little bit so I don't have little bits and pieces. And then we have, I do have another canvas I'll cut later, and then I have all of these that I'll cut later. And you'll notice I put paper under all of them. But then I have these that I have already cut. And we're going to use them to make some jewelry pieces. I do have some sets here because I do have some necklace bracelet sets that I want to make. So I have some that I made matching, and then I have some that just aren't matching. So I have a lot of cute little pieces here. So these two smaller ones, the only thing I have in stock right now that they fit are the little love elephants. So we're going to make 2 of the love elephants. They're just teeny tiny silver elephants with hearts and the word love. And then the other side, of course, has the heart and the place for you to put your jewel. So we're just going to fix those 2 up. And again, I'm going to use the E6000. You can use whatever glue you choose to use. I've just had better results with this. I did try to use the Diamond Glaze from Lily D's, and I'm going to be honest, everything looked great. I was super happy with it. I sold a bunch of pieces, my very first pieces, and then within a month, I had people come back to me, and I had to refund all 30 pieces because the Diamond Glaze made them yellow. So I'm going to take very little, just a drop of glue, and just roll along the inside. But I don't want to get it all the way up to the edge because I don't want glue seeping out. And that one actually came out in a goop because it was not... It was some dried up hardened glue down off in there. So I just removed that. I actually have a knitting needle in here that I use for stuff like that, but you can use pretty much anything. Let's rub some actual glue there. And then I'm just going to take the piece and fix it however I want it. I think I like it that way. And then I'm just going to hold it in for a moment and make sure it kind of sets. And then I'm going to let it sit on a flat surface and let it continue. So now I'm going to do the other one. Just getting glue everywhere. I need to get the smaller E6000 tube so that that has little nozzles on it, so I don't have to worry about it squirting out too fast. Also, if you get fingerprints or smudges or anything on these glass pieces, or if you're using resin and you get smudges and stuff on your resin pieces, I keep a spray bottle with 98 or 99% alcohol, and I use that. Okay, so now we have, let's see, I have some sets and then I have some not sets. So I think I'm gonna do a moon. I'm definitely gonna do 2 bracelets, and then we're gonna do necklaces to go with the bracelets. I'm gonna do an owl. Somehow I got dry glue in there. And I'm gonna do a pendant necklace that'll match the bracelets. And then we'll do the one, and we might do another bracelet. I have some really cute anchors, but I've got some blue pieces that I need to cut for those. And these silver pieces I also have in bronze and in black. We'll probably do a black one here as well because I laid it out for one of these red pieces. And then I have some double-sided pieces and the key rings, so we can do keychains if we decide to. So I'm just gonna start with bracelets. These came individually wrapped. All of them don't, but sometimes they do. And I like the ones that are wrapped because I can just put them back in and I don't have to package them myself. So I'm going to take these out. And these bracelets are actually really nice. I'm going to show you how they lay. They just lay against your skin, and then they fasten. And they're really gorgeous. Share Bear, I got all of these pieces on Wish, but the new order that I am placing next week is actually from a company in China, and because I can get them at wholesale prices and then turn around and make the ones I want and then sell the ones I don't. This owl came from Wish. These owls came from one of the dollar stores. I also got Christmas ornaments. These came from Wish. There's 12 of them for $1. Drop something. I got some leaves. And I got some angels. So, I've just been kind of waiting on my Wish stuff to get here. Hey, Brooke. Hey, artsy fartsy lovers. We're making jewelry. Part 2, because part 1 got interrupted. But it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to open these last few pieces here, and then we're going to get back to it. Yeah, the owls, I got 5 for $2.50. But the Christmas ornament shape ones and the angel, there's 12 in each bag for $1. And they come with the twine so that you can hang them like ornaments. They're really cheap on Wish. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but I found if you look for the stores with the better ratings, if you go into their actual store part, it'll show you their average ship time, and you can actually find people that tend to ship a lot faster than you would think. So I do know I want to do this really pretty red in this owl because I want to do a matching bracelet. I want to make this a set. So I'm going to work on that. And these pieces that I got that have the chains and everything, they're really nice. They have the lobster clasp. These have been the better quality ones. The ones that I get normally that are like this, that one has paint in it, but those are not actually as good quality as these are. So I was really happy. And I got these necklaces, 5 full sets, the necklace, the pendant, and the pre-rack packaged. I am going to pour on the ornaments and probably do some like drawings on them too. But I got them pre-packaged, sets of 5 for like $1.50, $2. And then the bracelets that everybody loved that I used last time, I got 15 of those. I got 3 packs of 5 for $3. I think it was like $3.68 after taxes and my little coupon on Wish. So they work great. I get phone stands from China now instead of from the guy that everybody's been buying from on Facebook in the art groups, because the prices are just much. I have to order in huge quantities, but the prices are better. I love Wish. I know it takes some time, but it's really worth it. And if you plan early enough, I mean, you can get stuff really cheap. So I'm going to pop that out. And these 2 that I'm doing now are on acrylic. They're acrylic skins, but I had the wax paper down and they stuck to the wax paper. So I went ahead and peeled up what I could of the edges of the wax paper and glued it down to make sure it doesn't come off. So, dun, 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 dun. I definitely want the smaller E6000 glue with the tip because it's just so much easier to use. You want enough glue so that it sticks, but not enough that it's gonna seep out the edges. I know you guys can't really see this. I'm gonna try to show it to you closer. Hey, Carrie. And there we go. It's been one of those nights, you guys, if you haven't noticed. I really want that piece because it matches the owl. And then I have to hunt it. On a floor full of paint circles. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to hunt it later. And just hope that it doesn't get messed up. Yep, it's down there somewhere. Whatever. That's my luck. So, yeah. Totally my luck. We'll make the owl bracelet later. Okay, we're gonna do the moon. These are also off Wish. The chain on this one is not quite as long, but they're very well made, and the moon isn't attached, so you know it swings. I'm gonna dump this piece out. I love these moons, and they actually sell really well. The last time I made them, I sold all of them within just a couple weeks in my Etsy store. I posted them up and like they were gone. When people realized I had them, they disappeared. I don't know what it is about them, but people like them. And before I bag up my pieces, I let them all completely cure for about 48 hours. And then I go back and I wipe all of them down with a microfiber towel and my 98% alcohol solution. Okay, so now, since I'm not making the matching owl, I am going to do a necklace set, and then we'll do another bracelet necklace set. So let's do, I think I want to do, I don't know, let's see. Do I want to do the brighter green with the black? Or do I want to do the green that's actually like got black in it? I think that looks better. I think that looks better. So I think I'll do that one in the black. So I'll do that one in the silver. Okay. And sometimes you have to move them around to know what you like for which piece. The inside of these are ribbed, like they have little notches and designs in them. So you definitely want to make sure your skins aren't too thin, because if they're too thin, then once they cure on, you're going to get the ripples and the ridges that are on the piece. And they're going to like show through. You also want to get them down really tight so that you don't have bubbles. Most bubbles come from attaching the skins to your pieces, but if you push enough, you're good. I've also seen people cut the skin out with the punch, put a little bit of resin or glue in the base, put the skin in, then put resin or glue on top of it, and put the piece down. I don't do that just because it's easier for me to get the exact size if I put the cabochon straight onto my skin, glue it down, make sure it's fully set with no bubbles, and then cut around it. Whatever is easiest for you is definitely what you should do. I just happen to do what's easier for me. And now we're going to do the matching bracelet for that one. Again, you want enough glue to hold it down, but not enough to make it stick up above the edge or make it notable. And if you do get glue out the edges, the alcohol solution, once it's dry, will help you peel that glue away. Yes, your skins have to be fully dry. Also, something I'm learning recently, parchment paper is better than wax paper. Parchment paper, they don't stick to at all. Wax paper, I've had some issues with some skins sticking, which, you know, it's kind of a bummer, but it happens. I'm going to do this piece and then we'll probably pull out some of the other pieces. Cat's playing with her squeaky toy. Probably should stop giving them squeaky toys when they're in the next room. When I'm on a live. It keeps a few of them occupied. Most of them are outside though. Okay, now I want it to turn the other way. And you can rotate them while the glue's fresh. So see, I actually really like that piece. If you can see it, probably not. Photos will be up. I will make a slideshow of photos of the pieces that we do once they're cured. I also did have somebody ask me, for the ones that don't come in the plastic already, what I use. And this is what I use. The deco tags with twine. I like the cardboard look just because, you know, it looks more rustic and handmade. And they're like these cute little gift tag shaped things. And what I do for the necklaces is I just make a notch at the top corner of each to slide the chain in. I take a little bitty, the miniature Ziploc bags that are super, super tiny, and I put all the rest of the chain in it and staple it to the back. And then I let the piece hang down in the front about halfway with the chain sticking over. Those of you who have ordered from me know that. Any of them that I don't do that way or that have like these style chains that are like the choker, the metal choker pieces, I use the miniature version of those on, and it has a hole in it, and I just slide it right on so that the price is with the display. Yes, silicone baking mats are great, and I also tend to use these panels, canvas panels that haven't been opened, that are still in plastic, and then I pour the skins on them and leave them on until I'm ready to use. Oh, hey, Ponto. Somebody else came in. Also, while we're here, since I said we would check in during lives, the pizza's doing great. It got a little glue on it, so it's got a little paper on the back of it. But I don't see any change at all. It seems to be fully encased. Nothing's changed yet, so that's that. We're enjoying this pizza. I've had several people just message me and be like, how's the pizza doing? And been like, it's only been a week, but it seems to be doing okay. Surprisingly. Okay, so take this little one and do a bracelet. I haven't found the bracelets in any color but silver so far. Not that come the whole set. You can buy just the pieces. But the whole set like this, I haven't found in any color but silver. I am looking, and I have some keys coming. The key-shaped necklace charms. I have some turtles. Oh, wait till you guys see the turtles. Wax paper works. you just have to be really careful with it. Like this piece, this is wax paper, but in some spots it sticks and it leaves the white residue on the back of it. It doesn't quite come apart. I'm wondering if I can show you that with one of these or if it's going to come apart. So it's peeling, but it's peeling very difficult. And it actually left a little bit of residue. And when it started peeling, it started pulling up the skin that's cured for 2 days and created a few little air bubbles. And I don't get that with parchment paper. Yeah, the pizza's been a pretty hot topic lately, actually. So yeah, I'm going to pull out some of these. I think Carrie's the one that likes the bracelets so much. And these come fully made and ready to go. Where I normally order them from. They've already got the little butterflies, the infinity symbol, got all the different layers, the lobster clasp, everything. Yeah, I actually have to give credit to all of you guys for the pizza. I think Charming Giraffe came up with the ideal, and then everybody wanted to do it, so we just decided to do it. I think the green and brown go really well together. And then we'll probably cut some more out later if anybody wants to watch. If not, I'll do it on my own time. I have my first artist festival coming up this Saturday, so I am prepping lots of extra jewelry to take. Lots of extra jewelry. I will be making jewelry every day this week. I have these really cute anchors, but I don't think red's gonna do right in an anchor. I think I do need to save those for the blue pieces. And I have another owl, but I think I want to use it for a blue piece. So let's see. What do I have left? Okay, I'm going to do a double-sided keychain. I mainly got these because I wanted to do monogrammed pieces for people. Because I can order the Cricut pieces with their letters. And so I can pour one side and then do the monogram. The festival is in Pembroke, North Carolina, so it's a little under 30 minutes from me. And it's just a small one. It's near a college. It's also in the same, literally the same place that they have the powwow. So I figured that my handmade jewelry would probably be a decent hit there. I also have canvases set aside that I've chosen. Some of them I've already added a resin coat. Some of them I still have to. And then I have a bunch of my dream catchers, which I guess most of you haven't seen my dream catchers. Hey, Tammy. So I have a bunch of my dream catchers as well. And all the dream catchers that I make, or at least all these that I've made recently, have, and you can't do the back side until this side dries. All the dream catchers that I've made recently have all natural feathers. And then I have a couple that I made using grapevines. So instead of a metal ring, it's actually grapevines. So I've had fun, quite a bit of fun doing that. I think I'm going to find one piece over here, this blue that I want to do on the anchor. And I think I'm going to cut it out so you guys can see that. One that's the back of a skin. And then I have these that are like the wavy lines. I don't know which one would look better. I think we're going to do a wavy line one. Let me set that back over there. I think we're going to do this one because I like it. And this one and the other two that were on with it, this skin actually came from Carrie. She had sent her skins in for the We Are One Skin Challenge. It's so hard to cut without putting my other finger in the handle. And she had sent a note that she sent extras if I wanted to keep some. So I kept this little teeny tiny blue rectangle. It was about the size of, a little bit longer than a business card. I was like, I want that one. I've got an ideal for it. Hey, Catherine. The festival starts at 11 a.m. and it runs to 4 p.m. I cannot even start setup until 9:30, which is kind of a bummer because it's going to take a while to set up. And it is an outdoor event, so I have to supply my own canopy, tables, chairs, everything. Places to hang canvases, I have to supply all of that. It's my first festival, so I don't technically have all of that. So I'm trying to find somebody I can borrow the tables from. And I've already borrowed a canopy because the canopy I have is not the size or requirements that they require. It has to be a certain color. And it has to be the 10 by 10. It can't be the 8 by 10 with the slanted legs. They don't allow that. So it's weird. They're very like professional setup kind of stuff. So I'm just cleaning this one up so that we can do it. Again, there's other ways to do this. I know a lot of people use the punches. This is just easier for me for now. Maybe when I get a punch, I'll try it and see. Okay. Yeah, I think that definitely was the right choice. Oh, that sounds fun, Brooke. Are you decently close? In all honesty, I'm very hopeful that I sell stuff, but it is my first festival and I've got a lot to learn. So even if I don't, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I've seen some people use lattice. I have to check on the restrictions on that. I do have some welded wire here, so I figured worst case I could just build some. I would just have to buy a few pieces of wood and I could use the wire to build it. And I think I've got almost everything that I need. I'm working on borrowing tables. And I think the only other thing I need is some kind of hook to hook on the wire to hook to the back of the canvas. I like this one a lot. I don't know if you guys can see it. My phone's lagging, so it takes it a minute. I don't think you can see the details in it, but it looks like the ocean waves crashing. So that's going to be really cute. Dina, I did see another YouTuber show that. That's what he did. He took large paper, like 1.5, 2-inch paper clips, and he bent them and used them. But he had those he had those hooks on the back of his canvases, and I don't have anything on the back of my canvases currently. So I've looked into the S hooks. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to put something on the back of my canvases though. 3 to 4 hours. Oh, it's supposed to be a decent weekend. And 3 to 4 hours isn't that bad. Depending on which way you're coming from, a lot of my family is about 4 to 5 hours from here. So I don't know if you're that way or not, but they're up near Cherokee, Asheville area. They were just down here last week, actually. I went to the beach because I was having a bad day. My sister picked me up and we went to the beach. So, trying to decide with these red pieces, which this red piece is the other side of that piece. So I think we might do another black one. I'm not going to keep you guys on too long. I'll do a few more pieces and then we're going to kind of see. Oh, yeah, we're really not that far from the Virginia line. I think we're about 2.5 to 3 hours from Emporia, Virginia. And the only reason I know that is because we go up there for dog shows all the time. So I just happen to know where it's at. Who'd we lose, Catherine? Who'd we lose? Hopefully you didn't lose me. I'm here. I've been talking this whole time. Hopefully you didn't lose me. I got a little bit of glue outside that one, but once it's fully dry, I can take the alcohol solution and I can just clean that up very nicely. Hopefully everybody else is still there and can hear. I also think I'm going to dig another black one out to use for this canvas piece that I showed you. Let me just get in my fun box of jewelry stuff, or one of my boxes of jewelry stuff. So this is kind of how I've got them set up. I've got rings. I'm going to take out one of these black ones to use. I'm actually going to take out 2 of the black ones to use. But then I've got some hearts. I've got my bracelets. I've got the little moons. Everything's in its own little separate drawer and section. And I have 3 of those. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably, worst case, I've already told Bill, worst case, I'm going to load up 2 of the dog kennel panels. They're 6 foot tall and 10 foot long. And of course it already has wire on it. So worst case, I'm just going to load 2 of those up and use one behind me and one on the side. And I'll take the clips and connect them together so they stand up. And then I'll take other clips and connect them to the legs of my canopy. 1, that will help sturdy the canopy. And 2, I wouldn't have to worry about pieces falling because those are really sturdy. So that's kind of my thoughts on that, if it works out. I do really like that yellow on the black. It looks really bright and pretty. Before I glue it, I'm going to show you guys. And this is that canvas piece that we cut earlier. Even though it's slightly thicker than your normal skin, it works really well. Oh, dropped it. I actually kind of like canvas, the ones from the canvas panels, a little bit better. Just because they're a little thicker and you don't have to worry about the back showing through. There we go. I think my comment thing's really lagging. Okay. So like that one. And then I pulled out another black piece because I had a pretty pink piece over here that I wanted to use for it. So I'm going to actually cut that one out real quick, and it's on the canvas as well. And it's pink, blue, purple, and black. And I figured that with the black lacing that it has on it, it would look really great. Not seeing any comments, and it might just be this phone that I'm using to read the comments because it's an old phone. Okay, I'm just trimming it up, and I'm trying not to do it on top of everything, but I do need to do it to where you guys can see. So just want to make sure nothing sticks over. I'm mainly trimming up the glue that I got on the edge. Because I tend to get some glue on the edges at times. Clean my scissors off. No sound? Oh. So here's the pink one that I'm getting ready to glue down. I think what I'm noticing is the ones that are on the canvas panels, the colors are more vivid because they have the white background of the canvas, whereas if they're skins, they don't have that white background, so the colors are a little more dull and not quite as bright and noticeable. But you know, it happens. I got a few more little spots here that need done, but I don't want to do it over top of that glue because I don't want to get a little trash stuck in it. And I might be being too quiet. I don't have a microphone. I'm literally using my cell phone, and it's way up above me. So it might be me, you guys. I might be being way too quiet. I've been known to be quiet at times. Most of my life, actually. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way. And pull that little bit of glue off of it. And I really like that piece. So, yeah. I don't know why it's not focusing. It hates me. It would be so nice if you guys could see this focused like it should be. I was trying to focus. But anyway, it doesn't like me. So I'm going to clean the top of the glue off and just put it up so it doesn't dry out. But that's basically what I do for most of my jewelry. And then the other jewelry, I have these little silicone molds. I have the set, and I have 2 other small sets. And I'm just going to fill them with colored resin, let them sit, and then add the little circle hoops to the pendants on the top. And then just add them to necklaces. I have the standard chain necklaces. I have some loop necklaces. I have these. I actually really like these. I got these on Wish also. It's a really fine wire, and it just unscrews at the top. And then I have some other stuff. Like I got this really fancy one that I like that has like tons of beads on it. And tons of strands. This is one necklace. And then I'm just going to add one pendant on one of the strands. Okay, it happens. So I'm having fun with all of that. I really like this, the way this owl hardened up and dried. I did try to see what would happen if I just did like, if I took the trays and just did like acrylic pours in them with the paint and let them dry. I did a tree ring, and then this one I blew out with a straw. And if you notice, the paint dries so thin that you can see all of the detail in the backing. So that was definitely not the brightest ideal. Maybe if I did it with resin and then the paint colors, but just the plain paint, Floetrol mixture, it dries, and it dries against the pattern that's on the base, so it doesn't, it's not thick enough to not leave that pattern. I hope so, but I am so scared. The only other time I've even tried to do like an in-person setup sale was at the farmer's market at Tractor Supply. And that was last year. I had just started pouring, and I had some jewelry that wasn't quite as good as this, and some canvas pieces. And I didn't sell anything. So, I don't know. But I've got all of the foam stands, so hopefully it'll be great. I am hoping. I'm working really hard. I have a few things that I need for my art room, and I'm hoping this sale goes good, because I still do need to get a laptop. I need a webcam so that my videos are clearer and more precise. And I need to get some more canvases. So, and resin. I'm almost out of resin, surprisingly. Sharon, I wish you were going to road trip, but that's kind of a long road trip for you. I don't know. I'm only about 9 hours from Florida. Straight up 95. It's a possibility. So I'm going to move this out of the way, though, you guys, because I also have something else I want to do before I leave. I have a package. Da-da-da-da. So it's turned this way so that you can't see the addresses, but this package is from Jean Marie, and I'm just going to cut the top open and maneuver it out of my way. We could carpool. So I'm just gonna empty it out. There's a note and a card. So I'm just gonna read it. Oh, Halloween and Christmas charms, locket that you can change charms out with. And then, ooh, she didn't know what kind of mica powders I had, so she sent me a couple. I'm excited. Super excited. Share Bear, I'm actually really starting to like the 10 by 10 and the 12 by 12. Just something about the square over that rectangle. I don't know. It's weird. I've kind of really started liking the squares. Aww. She's such a great friend. You guys are all great. You know that? So I'm super blessed. So I'm guessing that this is the charm. Let me, also, I opened Jan's gift on live, and I didn't find her card, and she messaged me later and said, by the way, there's a card in there, so I had to go through my pile of trash, and I finally found the card. So thank you, Jan, if you watch this later. I did find the hard. She wrapped this very well so it doesn't get hurt, so it's got to be like glass or something. Oh, y'all could carpool. Aren't ends pretty close to each other? What you should do is just go ahead and pick up Carrie and Jean and then just all come up here. If I had plenty of room for everybody to stay, I would invite everybody up here. Okay, so it's a cute little heart. We're going to just open it and see. This is so cute. I don't know how to open it. Do I have to have fingernails? Because I absolutely don't. There's a trick to it. I will find out. But it opens. And she said she sent charms for like Halloween and Christmas. So let's see. I see friendship charms with angel wings and a martini glass with an olive. I see cute little Halloween charms with a boo and a witch's hat. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's really cute. There's the word boo and a witch's hat and some really cute like crystals that are like Halloween colors. And then there's some Christmas ones with a Santa hat, a snowman, a candy cane, some bells, and a snowflake. And then some red and green crystals. And then there's some multicolored crystals. That's going to be so cute when I figure out how to open it. And then it says gold mica powder and then a iridescent maybe and mica powder called micro pearl. I'm excited because honestly I have no mica powders, you guys. I have those little things that I got off Wish, the glow in the dark powders, and I have my makeup that I've been using. So that gold is gorgeous. And this says micro pearl. Ooh. That's pretty. I think those two colors with a black base would be adorable. So we're going to do some resin work later on after I finish prepping for the artisan. I'm going to put this cute little heart down off in here with these pieces so that they're in bubble wrap. And I will definitely ask her how to open that because I'm sure it's easy. I'm just not doing it right. I'm put it all in here and I'm going to have to fix her up a thank you card because that was just adorable. So I hope you guys are going to have a great night. I know it's close to 9:30 and they're probably wanting to go. I am going to sit here after I turn off the live and work on some more jewelry. I'm going to peel this glue off of this piece. Disappeared for a second, trying to turn her room into an episode of American Ninja. I used to want to do that as a kid too. I still want to do that as an adult. Like American Ninja Warrior, come on. But, you know, my weight kind of prevents me from doing that. And my leg. And I'm clumsy, as you can tell by the bandage on my hand where I sliced my finger open today. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons I don't do it, but it would be totally fun. If they would do like a plus size or crazy, weird, dysfunctional people version of Big Brother, I would totally do that too. But I feel like the way they do it now, I would be voted out first if I ever made it. Cookie the raccoon is ready to eat. Wait till you see the raccoons that we have been feeding on the Honeyland. I will have to send you some pictures, Sharon, because they are fat. Oh my gosh, they've been eating so well. But yeah, so you guys enjoy your night, and I'm going to sit here and continue my work. I've probably got about 50 more jewelry pieces to go ahead and cut and then glue in place. So we're going to have fun doing that. She's an 8. Aww. I want one I can pet. No, I want some pygmy goats. I want some little bitty baby pygmy goats. Night, everyone. I will see you again sometime. Not sure when. We'll figure it out. But yeah, there are some pretty cool pieces that I'm going to be working on. And then all of those. And then some down there. Because I just have a lot to do. So yeah, we're going to have some fun. I hope you guys have a great night.